While the oceans are teeming with a vast array of microorganisms, many of which are essential for the marine ecosystem, some bacteria can pose risks to human health. 1. Vibrio cholerae. Vibrio cholerae is the bacterium responsible for causing cholera, a waterborne disease. While it predominantly affects populations in areas with inadequate sanitation and contaminated water supplies, certain strains of Vibrio cholerae can also be found in marine environments. Ingesting contaminated seafood, particularly raw or undercooked shellfish, can lead to cholera infections. 2. Vibrio parahemolyticus. Vibrio parahemolyticus is a bacterium commonly found in coastal waters and estuaries. It can cause gastroenteritis in humans, with symptoms such as diarrhea, abdominal cramps, nausea, and vomiting. Consumption of raw or undercooked seafood, particularly shellfish like oysters, is a common source of Vibrio parahemolyticus infections. 3. Vibrio vulnificus. Vibrio vulnificus is another bacterium found in warm coastal waters. While infections are relatively rare, they can be severe, causing wound infections or septicemia, especially in individuals with compromised immune systems. Ingesting raw or undercooked seafood, particularly oysters, is a potential route of transmission. 4. Salmonella spp. While Salmonella is commonly associated with foodborne illnesses, it can also be present in marine environments. Contaminated water, including seawater, can lead to the presence of Salmonella in seafood. Ingesting raw or undercooked seafood contaminated with Salmonella can result in salmonellosis, causing symptoms such as diarrhea, fever, and abdominal cramps. 5. Listeria monocytogenes. Listeria monocytogenes is a bacterium that can be found in various environments, including soil and water. While it is more commonly associated with contaminated food, such as deli meats and soft cheeses, there have been cases of Listeria contamination in seafood. Ingesting contaminated seafood can lead to listeriosis, a serious illness with symptoms ranging from fever to meningitis. 6. Escherichia coli, E. coli. While certain strains of E. coli are harmless, others can cause gastrointestinal infections. Contamination of coastal waters with fecal matter can introduce pathogenic strains of E. coli into the marine environment. Ingesting raw or undercooked seafood harvested from contaminated waters can lead to E. coli infections, causing symptoms such as diarrhea and abdominal pain. 7. Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Pseudomonas aeruginosa is a versatile bacterium found in various environments, including water. While it is not typically associated with seafood, it can cause infections in wounds and has been identified in some cases of seawater-related infections. In individuals with weakened immune systems, Pseudomonas infections can be serious. 8. Staphylococcus aureus. Staphylococcus aureus is a common bacterium that can be found on the skin and in the nasal passages of humans. While it is often associated with skin infections, certain strains can produce toxins that cause food poisoning. Seafood, if mishandled and contaminated, can be a source of Staphylococcus aureus-related food poisoning. 9. Clostridium botulinum. Clostridium botulinum is a bacterium that produces a potent neurotoxin, causing botulism. While it is more commonly associated with improperly preserved foods, there have been rare cases of botulism linked to seafood consumption. Canned or fermented seafood, if not processed correctly, can provide an anaerobic environment suitable for the growth of Clostridium botulinum. 10. Mycobacterium marinum. Mycobacterium marinum is a bacterium that can cause skin infections in humans. It is commonly referred to as fish tank granuloma, as it is often associated with exposure to contaminated aquarium water. While it is not a major threat in open ocean environments, individuals with cuts or wounds can potentially acquire infections from contaminated seawater. Ongoing research into the ecology and behavior of potentially harmful ocean bacteria can contribute to a better understanding of risks. Innovation in seafood processing technologies and aquaculture practices can further enhance safety. While the risks associated with ocean bacteria are present, adherence to proper safety practices, effective regulation, and ongoing research contribute to minimizing these risks. Combining these preventive measures helps ensure the safety of seafood products and reduces the likelihood of bacterial infections in individuals consuming marine resources.